Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. I'm Martin Warwick. We're here at Broadband World Forum 2016 in London's Docklands, and I'm talking with Frederic Astier, who is MD at Accenture. Frederic, good to see you again. In this increasingly digital world, what do you think are the biggest challenges and opportunities facing service providers and enterprises?
One of the biggest challenge and opportunity is really the change in the value chain with regards to where the value is, and specifically the share of wallet of the consumer. I think over the last 10 years what we've seen is really a move from connectivity to the over-the-top player. That creates, I think, huge opportunity because the ARPU can increase, but it also brings new competition in the marketplace and new rules to actually win the hearts and minds of those customers and ultimately their wallet. So I think for enterprise and service provider, adapting to that new rule where you have simplicity, customer experience, and customer actually at the heart of their proposition and solution is a big shift from the old world of just connectivity was doing the game.
Okay, thank you. Right, that's the basis of what we're going to talk about. Let's look at the network and the journey that networks are taking during this transformation period. With the network playing an ever more critical role in digital business, it seems strange to me and to a lot of other people in the industry that some companies, no names, no pack drill, but we know who they are evidently and obviously reluctant to optimize the networks. Why do you think that is? I mean, is it that modern networks, digital networks, are just so dauntingly complex it's impossible for them to do it?
Actually, this is a very good question, Martin. The digital new network actually are quite simple. I think what's complex is the migration from the legacy networks, which have been decades and decades of investment into old technology, into a new architecture where actually the value is moving from hardware to more of a software world. So in a way, the software-defined networking of the future is quite a simple architecture. The complexity really resides in migrating from the old to the new.
Now, Frederic, a great deal is made of the benefits that service providers can gain from proper strategic investment in the network. How much of that is marketing hype and how much is reality?
Investing in the network for service provider actually is really key. That's what we call Accenture brilliant basics. Make sure that connectivity is really at the heart of their solution for the consumer. The reality, though, is that consumers are paying less and less for connectivity, and the type of access is changing over time. Now, service providers have to invest into multiple access, whether it's fiber, wireless access, 5G, 4G, Wi-Fi. So there's complexity in investing through multiple access, but that remains the basic of the connectivity solutions that they provide to the consumer.
Now, SDN, software-defined networks, is rapidly becoming the new network norm, as we all know. Given that, what do you think customer and enterprises are going to do with the legacy networks? You've mentioned them, they're there, they've paid for them, it is now old technology, but it's been a big investment. What are they going to do with it?
I think over time, if we look at our service provider customer today, they continue to spend a lot of CapEx and, more importantly, OpEx to maintain old legacy network. As they move into a new software-defined networking world, they have to migrate their customer, their products, their platform into that new world. The reality is actually quite a complex journey. And we've seen many service providers across the world struggling to engage in that complexity. And that's where Accenture has been able to help our customers to do so.
That, Frederic, brings me very nicely on to my last question to you, which is about Accenture. Why should companies, businesses and organisations partner with Accenture? What do you bring to the table in terms of consulting experience and expertise that other consulting companies that are out there can't?
So I will say, Martin, consulting at Accenture is really at the heart of our business, and we bring very distinct propositions to our service provider customers. 3 different areas, or what we call offering. The first one's around digital network deployment, which is all about improving the return on invested capital for our customers, whether it's fiber, whether it's 4G or 5G. Second proposition, asset offering, is around service experience and engineering management, which is really having that 360 view of the customers and winning the heart and minds of the final customers. And the third proposition, which we talked about, is around next generation enterprise services, moving into the new world and helping our customer decommission the old legacy network. Coupled with consulting, but also all the other capability that we have, whether it's technology, whether it's operations, whether it's strategy, whether it's digital, we're really able to drive specific outcome for our customers.
Okay, Frederic Astier, good to see you again, and thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Martin.